In terms of our transnational work, there's a couple of key challenges that we've been facing. Firstly is the fact that what we're doing within our project, looking at low carbon procurement, is an innovative area of work in itself. So the UK is leading on this area of work, and it's difficult to find experience and best practice across Europe that we can actually work with, so regions that we can work with. Sustainable procurement is something that a lot of regions and cities in Europe have got a lot of experience of, but because we're looking at it in a slightly different way at low carbon, that we found challenges finding suitable partners that we can work with. We have identified a region in Sweden that has quite a lot of experience of low carbon procurement, so hopefully we're going to be developing a partnership with them in the next few months. Another key challenge is actually working within the rules of the programme and the eligibility of what we can and can't pay for. So that has caused us to have to really look at what kind of joint activities we can develop with a transnational partner and develop a work programme accordingly.
The project's been very successful in mainstreaming so far, and we've been working closely with colleagues in DEFRA, the Department of Health, and the Cabinet Office, to really input on a national level in terms of skills development and skills provision for procurement officers on carbon. We've recently written a course called Carbon Literacy for Procurers. It was a one-day workshop which now forms part of the National Sustainable Public Procurement Programme, which is run by DEFRA. And over the last month, we've also been moving that to an e-learning platform so that it's more widely available to both the public and private sector. And it has been made more generic so that it will really cover basic carbon literacy for nearly any circumstance, and we see a whole load of uses for it. And that will be available on the DEFRA website, publicly available for free as of about July or August this year. The project faces three main challenges which are all kind of interlinked. The first is that the supply chain and procurement of an organisation is not necessarily geographically limited in the way that convergence funding is, and therefore it can be quite difficult to track people's supply chain and work with participants who are outside of the convergence area, because obviously there's issues with eligibility. The second issue is that a lot of the legislation which has currently come out around sustainable and low carbon procurement is voluntary rather than mandatory, and in an age of austerity, which links us into the third issue, with people trying to make cuts, unless you can show that sustainability and low carbon can come hand in hand with those cost savings, then it can sometimes be a very difficult argument to win.